I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah, yeah. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, well, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. It's from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Let's get focused.
Classic.
Woo, it's classic with the classic codes, and I got another great live show for y'all. What up to the whole gang sliding through? Passport Skull 333, Uncle Plug TV 333, Lisa 333, Lulu. What up though? You from Detroit, Lulu? Michigan? What we talking about, Lulu? Let me find out you in the Midwest.
Classic.
Yeah. What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Y'all know what it is, man. We back with another great live show. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you stick to the codes, man. Turn on the notifications because we do this all the time, man. I am 1/5 of the Raw Society Coalition, so make sure you slide over to the Raw Society Coalition YouTube channel and tap in and subscribe over there as well, man. Everybody tapping in from them phones. What's going on? Joss, what up? What's going on, man?
Classic.
We ain't gonna waste no time today, though. I got a few different reaction videos. As y'all can see, the theme for the day. Y'all saw the theme already for the day in regards to this episode, which is love as a status symbol, right? So we just gonna be talking about that from a whole bunch of different angles and whatnot. And we're gonna have an enjoyable conversation. We're gonna start off with a reaction video from the Daily Wrap-Up crew, and then we're gonna slide to another one as well on this first subject matter. Who is this in the chat? What's going on? He said, let's get it. Let's get to the content. Yeah, for sure. We moving. But yeah, man, let me see. We starting off with your woman impacts your status is what we starting off with, man. So we gonna slide over to TikTok with the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Is what we gonna rock with first, man. The Daily Wrap-Up crew, and we're gonna listen to just a quick little snippet of an episode where this gentleman speaks on the woman on your arm and the importance that she has for your status. Let's go.
Other man. The man don't want to date another man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you out here trying to be my homeboy, I'm not really interested in that.
Your woman is like one of the biggest statistics you can have as a man. Your woman represents you when you're not around. So if she's, mouthing off or acting bitchy or disrespecting you in front of other people, how does that make you look as a guy? Makes you look like a chump, really. Right. If she's adoring you, idolizing you in a way, like looking up to you, propping you up, that makes you look like a fucking man. And everyone else respects you for that.
Man don't want to date another.
We're going to let it rock one more time.
the man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here trying to be my homeboy, I'm not really interested in that.
Your woman is like one of the biggest statisticals you can have as a man. Your woman represents you when you're not around. So if she's, you know, mouthing off or acting bitchy or disrespecting you in front of other people, how does that make you look as a guy? Makes you look like a chump, really. If she's adoring you, idolizing you in a way, like looking up to you, propping you up, that makes you look like a fucking man. And everyone else will respect you for that.
Man.
Everyone else will respect you for that. I want to be clear about something. When he's saying everyone else will respect you for that, is more so along the lines of your peers, right? Like men have to conduct themselves in some type of business capacity to some degree as adults, right? And so you're going to have reverence and respect amongst your peers of men in order to maneuver and to scale up and do things that you want to do in this world. So your perception of yourself is probably going to need to be number one. Right. But then the perception that you have out in the world is definitely going to be number two as far as the level of importance. Like your status in the world matters, unless you have built up and amassed enough wealth to where you can be isolated and reclusive and be as standoffish and, you know, as antisocial as you want to be. If you can do those things, then cool. You know, but if you have to move around and be amongst the brotherhood and you have to be in business spaces or network or get things done to some capacity, the perception of you does matter. It's important to protect your name. And I like how they pointed out the importance of the woman on your side's conduct. Understand that this is not a superficial interaction, right? He's not saying anything about how the woman looks. He's talking about how she behaves, how she speaks, how she conducts herself, right? So this is a conduct conversation. There's one more video on this subject matter that I want to look at, and then we just gonna talk about it. I see everything in the chat. I'm coming to all the chats. Y'all go ahead and go crazy, man. I see everything coming through in the chat. So let's go. So it's one more video I want to look at on TikTok real quick. And this was some type of meeting of the minds or some gathering with a bunch of, like, you know, it looks like black moguls or whatever the case may be. I see my dog, the sinner and the saint, in the picture in the frame. He's not the one speaking here, but they're going to have a conversation similar, right, about the woman and how she impacts a man's status. Let's go.
When they can, right. No man respects you when they can. Right. And they can tell. Just I can have a conversation. I'm having a conversation with Mark, right? Mm-hmm. If he got a weak woman with him, she's staring me in the face. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm trying to act like I don't see her. Right. And I'm talking to him. And if he's my boy, I'm gonna tell him later. You can't trust her. He's going to listen to me and dump ass. Right. Yeah. That's crazy. That's I can't stand that. I'm talking to my homie and she's looking at me like
reckless eyeballing.
Her like we got something
she reckless eyeballing.
She's doing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Evil. Yeah. Stirring up evil. Stirring up evil.
Just met you when she's doing.
Yeah. Stirring up evil.
No man respects you when they can. Right.
He said, "No man respect you when they could kill girl." Right. I'm gonna call the play because I don't know if the audio is real good for y'all, right? Because it seems like this was recorded in a loud background, right? So it's the first thing he's saying to this group of brothers. No man respect you when they could kill girl, right?
Tell just I can have a conversation. I'm having a conversation with Mark, right? If he got a weak woman with him, she's staring me in the face. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm trying to act like I.
He said, if I'm having a conversation with Marquette, right? And that's Marquette right there in the frame, the bald haired brother with the green blazer on. He said, he's giving an example. If I'm having a conversation with Marquette, right? And he's got a weak woman with him. Notice he called the woman weak, right? He has a weak woman with him. And she's staring me all in my face, you know what I'm saying, while I'm talking to him. You see what I'm saying? And he's saying, you know, so
I don't see her. Right. And I'm talking to him. And if he's my boy, I'm gonna tell him later. You can't trust her. Yeah.
He said, he my boy. I'm going to tell him later. You can't trust her, right? He said, it's awkward because I'm trying to talk to him and I got to act like I don't see this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell him later, you can't trust her.
Listen to me and dump ass. Right. Yeah. That's crazy. That's how I can't stand that. I'm talking to my homie and she's looking at me like
reckless eyeballing.
Her like we got something
she reckless eyeballing.
Yeah. Reckless eyeballing. So yeah, man, I just wanted to use both of those videos to speak on the importance of the woman's conduct that's at your side. K, what up? I see you. What's going on? K333. Uncle Plug said, what's up, Lisa, Sko, and Lulu? What's going on? What's going on in the chat? Getting acquainted. Josh said, I'm trying to get rid of my women. Oh, yeah? What you trying to lock in? Trying to focus, get some goals accomplished? K, what up? 333. Lulu said, what it do? Uncle Plug said, everything groovy at chat, getting acquainted for sure. that part. Esteban, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. 333. Make sure you like and subscribe. Everybody that's sliding through. Camo said, oh, it's the scammer. Lulu said, strong women know what position to play all the time. Yeah, I agree. I think what's most important though, to take from this conversation for me, and that I wanted to really drive home for the fellas is just like, you have to. The most important thing to look at is conduct. Like, I get it. We get caught up in the looks, you know what I'm saying? The hip dips, you know what I'm saying? That apple bottom, we get caught up in that. I get it. We get caught up in them, in that rack. You feel me? That tenderism, I get it, fellas. You know what I'm saying? But conduct is key. It's key, and I think sometimes paying attention to conduct, that'll give you all the foresight you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you looking at the woman's behavior and her behavior is inconsistent or questionable, maybe she does a lot of things right. But if you can see those things, you like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? At some point she might start yearning for these streets again. You feel me? So I think that's important, man. And just understanding that when you moving and grooving, the woman you had, that's why, like, I know sometimes they be hard on me on the panels and stuff because of how I be saying, like, nah, I don't tolerate certain things, like women with high body counts, like all that shit matter to me. I don't ask women they body count, but I just I can tell if you done been ran through more than I'm cool with, and that's all that matter. You feel me? And that shit matter to me. I get some people be under the act like, oh, whatever you did before I met you, it don't matter. Okay, hey, everybody's philosophy is their own philosophy. I'm not saying nobody's right or wrong, but I'm telling you why it matters. Because the woman that you got on your arm, you feel me? If it's 30 heads on there, 40, 50 heads on there, 60, 100 heads on there, you moving around trying to get shit done, and you moving around with your chest poked out like you prestigious, it's impossible to be a prestigious man and your wife got 50 dicks on her, G. It's impossible to consider yourself prestigious.
Classic.
That just is what it is. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's law. Y'all free to disagree. But I think it's impossible to consider yourself a prestigious man and you've taken a wife who once upon a time partook in slutchery.
Classic.
That's my POV. You know what I'm saying? Now, can she somehow form me into a good companion to have? Yeah, but not in public. Not in public. That's over. Reputation ruined. That's over. You feel me? And it ain't so much about, a woman could not be famous, not be, known on the internet and have had her whole phase or whatever the case may be. And you as a prominent person or somebody who may have status or grow in your status or moving up in the company, you may be able to take her out to the company events and nobody recognize her for that. But it's a stink. It's a stink. It's a frequency. It's a residue. It permeates out of the pores when that shit been hit. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Like, I know, like I could tell, like, you see it, you could just be walking through the store. You see a dude with his joint and you like, oh, okay. He happy. And so I'm happy for that man. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely trying to wife up the old work.
I'm only going to do this once.
He definitely trying to wife up the old work. You know what I'm saying? So I think it matters a lot. You know what I'm saying? That quiet chick that stayed in the cut, or that chick that got started being, you know what I'm saying, physically active with men later in life. Maybe she waited till her junior year of college to give somebody a piece of it or whatever the case. Like them women, the ones that, ain't attention seeking, ain't even got 1,000 subs on no platforms. Those, like, them be the ones with that solid conduct. An attention whore is an attention whore. You know what I mean? And if you got you something, obviously there's exceptions, right? If you got a woman that's running a business, she has to market the business, right? But what type of business is it? Is it a bakery that makes birthday cakes, or is it OnlyFans? Because they're both businesses.
Classic.
So we got to figure out what we talking about. You feel me? But yeah, man, I think this is a dope. I think this was a dope discussion, and I like both of the videos to illustrate, kind of how men think about this. You know what I'm saying? Because I think when we make all these exceptions because she's pretty and shit, we don't think past that. You know what I'm saying? As men, so it matters. Let me go to the chat though. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, Uncle Plug said, no man respects you when he thinks for 1 second that he can fuck your girl. That's facts. Reckless eyeballing to real nigga brings the woman value down tremendously. Yeah. Bring the man value down too, I think. Uncle Plug said facts. Lulu. What Lulu say? Let me see. Lulu said strong women know what position to play at all times. Lulu said the real beauty of a woman is in the inside. Type shit. In more ways than one. Uncle Plug TV said sluttery is crazy. we gotta stay away from certain shit for the algorithm. He said you can't keep making up these words accurate but made up nonetheless. Oh, I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? Universal said, yo, bro, what's happening? Uncle Plug TV said he on that airy shit, chat. Yeah. I'm on that. He said, Lisa said a good woman don't see other men like that when she's in a relationship. Facts. That's a fact. Uncle Plug TV said the essence is different when bodies is low and she's just under tampered with. Yeah, it's a fact. That's a great way to put it. The essence is different. Yeah. Like it's like when you don't have to ask for body counts. When a woman when that thing been handled around a little bit, when that thing been UPS ground shipped from California to the bottom of Florida, you feel me? When that thing was UPS ground shipped from California to the bottom, from motherfucking the corner of Washington to the bottom of Florida, when it was UPS ground ship, USPS ground ship. When that shit like that, it leave a stain on it. I'm telling you, you ain't gotta ask. He said, but I don't ask. No, you ain't got to. You ain't got to ask. Conversation with South Rain 333. What's happening? Uncle Plug dying laughing. Yeah, real talk though. You could just tell. Oh, okay, that's the hood. I don't know what hood she from. But that's definitely the hood's old work that he got on his own.
Classic.
You can't rinse it off. He said UPS ground shipped is crazy work. Yeah, real talk though. But yeah, man, your woman impacts your status, man. Act accordingly, choose wisely, in the words of Uncle Plug TV. Let's slide over to the Ask a Brother podcast, man. Let's tap in with Ask a Brother. We ain't reacted to him in a couple of weeks, man. It's time to bring it home. He actually sat down. He's a therapist, and he sat down with I want to say she like a relationship expert or a relationship coach or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna tap in with them and see what they talking about. They talk about high value woman. I have not watched this at all, so we're gonna do a full authentic reaction. Let's roll. Hold on, what we got? Boy, StreamYard to do it. Come on, let's go.
Because you kind of mentioned that. I definitely want to know your thoughts, and because I wonder if we have similar definitions or think the same way about this.
A high value woman for me is someone who has clarity and can say no to things that she doesn't want. That is a definition of a high value woman. So she's in a situation, she knows what she's bringing to the table. She's very secure in herself, right? And she could meet a man and he could say, oh, I can do this for you, do that for you. And she's like, okay, that's great, I hear it. Show me the action. Not showing me the action? Thank you. God bless. I'm out. That is a high value woman.
What's the difference with that definition? What's the difference between then a woman?
I need that one more time, chat. For me, I need that one more time.
And she could meet a man and he could say, oh, I can do this for you, do that for you. She's very secure in herself, right? And she could meet a man and he could say, that is a definition of a high value woman. So she's in a situation, she knows what she's bringing to the table. She's very secure in herself, right? And she could meet a man and he could say, oh, I can do this for you, do that for you. And she's like, okay, that's great, I hear it. Show me the action. Not showing me the action? Thank you. God bless. I'm out. That is a high value woman.
What's the difference between?
So an intolerant woman, an independent. Okay, so I'm listening to her, chat. Let's break this down. They're talking about the high value woman before, because they're going to have a full discussion. I haven't watched this. We are going to let them cook some, but this is the basis of the conversation. So we got to sit here for a second. He asked her, what's her definition of a high value woman? I want y'all to tell me in the chat. I'm going to play it again. I want y'all to tell me in the chat what you're hearing from her definition. I'm going to give you guys my translation as well, because sometimes when you allow the women to speak, you actually hear the truth. Even if, and I don't think this lady is on that. Let me be clear. I do not think that this woman is on that. Her name is Tess. Let me call her by her name. I don't think that Miss Tess is on that. But even if somebody's trying to bullshit, if you just let them talk, you hear what you're looking for. Let's go.
Ask a Brother podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Ask a Brother podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Saint. I definitely want to know your thoughts, and because I wonder if we have similar definitions or think the same way about this.
A high value woman for me is someone who has clarity and can say no to things that she doesn't want. That is a definition of a high value woman. So she's in a situation.
A high value woman is a woman that has clarity and can say no to things that she doesn't want. Okay, we listening.
And she knows what she's bringing to the table. She's very secure in herself, right? And she could meet a man and he could say, I can do this for you, do that for you. And she's like, okay, that's great. I hear it. Show me the action. Not showing me the action. Thank you. God bless. I'm out.
Okay, I hear it. Now show me the action. You don't show me the action. Okay, thank you. God bless. I'm out. What are y'all hearing from this definition, chat? Let's talk about it. It's a lot going on. Lulu said sometimes it doesn't. Let me see. Sometimes it doesn't matter to dudes what the woman's body count is because their numbers are just as high. It don't work the same. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lakers said happy Monday. Hey everybody, what's going on? Lakers fanatic, what's happening? Lulu said body count should matter to the man. I agree. Handle me this. I miss Obama and the other presidents. Okay, this ain't a political podcast, but we appreciate your input though. What a high value woman wants from her man, she should be able to hold ground herself. Okay. Uncle Plug TV, that doesn't quite mean high value woman. Seems just as used to simpage. Okay. Whose approach is I'll do this and that for you type shit. That shit is extremely unattractive to me. Duck as fuck. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you hearing something similar to what I'm hearing, because I'm hearing a lack of tolerance, right? I'm hearing prove yourself to me. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. She just described like the hyper independent woman / borderline feminist type shit is what I heard. I heard somebody that's just gonna be hard to deal with. That's all I heard. As a man who been on earth long enough to have dealt with a couple of women, when I'm listening to her describe what she thinks a high value woman is, she maybe that's the definition of a high value woman. I ain't gonna question her definition. We're gonna go with her definition. I don't want
Classic.
it. I don't want it. Give me a let me get a medium.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I don't want the high value joint. I'm cool on the high. If that's what that is, y'all can keep that, chat. I'm not even gonna lie to you, chat.
Yeah.
What I want to do with that? The what they call those? The I don't want you. I mean, I don't need you. I want you joints. No, I need it to need me.
Classic.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, when I'm talking about soon, yeah, when it's time to have a little wine on the weekend, I need a singing, you need me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta need me. Is you crazy? You got to need me. Yeah, this one of them I don't need you, I want you joints. Y'all like those, chat? Hey, fellas in the chat, y'all fucking with those? The I don't need you joints? You like those? I don't like those. They talk to you different. They handle arguments and disagreements different. The women who be on some I don't need you, I want you shit, they handle they men different from the women that know they need they man. Hey, chat, as soon as I start lying, y'all let me know.
Classic.
Y'all let me know, chat. We're gonna let them cook a little bit. Let me go to the chat real quick and then we're gonna let them cook a little bit. Yeah, Lulu said that's her definition. What's yours, Lulu? Talk to me. Uncle Plug said, please strike the like button. Oh, for sure. It's free. Appreciate you, Unc. Lisa dying laughing. Happy to troll. Let's see. High value woman. They're all taken. They want kids, not a whore, support men, and don't act masculine. Now, I like this definition. Shout out to Happy Troll in the chat. 333 for Happy Troll in the chat. I like this definition. Yeah. 333 for you. Welcome to the chat, man. Make sure you make sure you like and subscribe. High value woman. They're all taken. They want kids, not a whore, support men, and don't act masculine. Well, damn. You know what I'm saying? Why she ain't say that? This supposed to be the expert on the screen. Why she ain't just say that? Hey, good shit. Good shit. Y'all cooking in the chat today, too. Uncle Plug TV said they be just rapping. Only say that because they see you're put together. 333 Happy Troll. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Appreciate your input. Let's roll.
That is a high value woman.
What's the difference between, with that definition, what's the difference between then a woman who does the exact same things, responds the exact same way because she has high standards versus a woman that has unrealistic standards and also says no? What would make one valuable and the other not necessarily valuable, a high value in the dating market?
Her intention. So the one who says no, who has low self-esteem, who is trying to move up the status ladder, that is not a high value woman. That is someone who is very precise with what she wants, and she is going to move. It's like snakes and ladders, right? So she wants to move up the ladder to get to a certain prestige level, status level, and then she'll settle. But that doesn't mean that she's going to be faithful. Okay. Now, a high value woman, she is very intentional with what she wants because she's trying to find her forever person. She doesn't need someone. She wants someone.
I told you, Chad, I can't I get sick of being right. I get sick of what she just said. What she just say, Chad? This shit live? Charlemagne, we live?
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what I just say, Chad? She don't need them. She want them. Keep it. That's what high value is. Keep it.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I'm straight. I'm good. Hey, Ugg said, it's the classic code. Share the content and invite a friend. Don't be stingy with the content. Oh, for sure. Appreciate you, Ugg. Lisa said, that's crazy. Come on. I seen the shit. Hey, they say we don't listen. They say, all I do is listen. I listen because I got to react. Hey, I'm picking up what she putting down. I'm picking up what she putting down.
That's the difference.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
She has her job aligned with what she wants in terms of career profession. She's got some coin in the bank. She can afford her own shoes, pay her own rent, right? And she's got her stuff together, right? And she's intentional. I want to meet someone who can add to my life and add value, and I add to his life, and we build a kingdom.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, we're probably about 60% aligned based off of what you were describing. Absolutely agree with you about what you said about
time out before he start pandering and disagreeing and agreeing and doing all of it very gently. Because shout out to Jeff St. James, my brother knows how to put the right texture and tone to his voice so the women feel so comfortable to continue communicating, even though he be saying all the same shit that I be saying. But look, before he get into that, what she just described, chat, is not a desirable woman. How can we be so oxymoronic to call an undesirable woman high value? It just lets me know that there are some women who are genuinely, maybe not even their fault, but genuinely confused as to what value of a woman is in society. Let's talk about that, chat. What y'all tell me in the chat, what do y'all think a woman's value to society is? Let's stop being selfish for 35 seconds, because everything she said started with her, right? She said she wants someone who can add to her life, and then she can add to his. That's the order she said it in. She wants someone that can add to her life, which kind of is normal for women, right? They want to protect her and a provider. Cool. And then she can add to his. But her not being a woman who says, I'm looking for a man to serve or a man to submit to, right? The language is different, chat. I tell y'all all the time, chat, there are two different languages. I haven't said it in a while, so for my new subscribers, y'all hearing it for the first time, there are two different languages that women speak. There's only two. There's the language of a woman who will be chronically single and dating and struggle to sustain relationships. That's the first language. The second language is the language of a wife, a woman who either is a wife or fit to be a wife. They speak different languages. Women who talk like this, that speak in the language, we're going to call this language selfish. Yeah, she's not she doesn't want to be of service. This woman looking for the same shit that an established man looking for. You understand what I'm saying? And it may not be her, but in the discussion, that's what she's describing. She's looking for the same shit that an established man is looking for. So essentially, this woman doesn't know it, but she's looking for a good ass woman with a penis.
Classic.
She doesn't know it, but that's what she's looking for. She's looking for a good woman with a penis.
Classic.
Y'all can keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. DNA said, facts, for real, for real. Lisa said, it's mind-boggling to me how women can even think they don't need a man. At that point, you just want to be alone for the rest of your life. Come on now. Lisa's got all her brain cells. DNA said, no, it's okay not to need someone, period. That's all. All right. Until it get apocalyptic outside. Conversations with Soft Ray said, Lisa, bullseye. DNA said, there's a difference too, you know? I think that you speak in the language of someone like myself who is fortunate and privileged enough to live in a first world country. You would not be saying that if you live somewhere impoverished where you either have a man to protect you or you're completely defenseless. You would not speak the same language. But because we live in a first world country, women have the privilege of saying stuff like, I don't need a man. I mean, unless you Zelda or G.I. Jane, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of ruthless men out here with mental disorders that you need good, violent men with principles to protect you from. I ain't gonna hold you. That's just what it is. That's the reality of nature. So yes, every single woman on the planet Earth needs a man. Y'all need balance for real, for real. Sub ton, I appreciate you, DNA. Hey, we here to give each other perspective. We don't always agree, but we always here to collect all the perspective. I appreciate you chiming in. Nurturer, yeah, that's hey, nurturer is a beautiful
classic
word. Nurturer. Class, say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nurturer.
Classic.
Oh God, that's a high value woman right there. The nurturer. Kay said, her definition sounds like it's focused on discretion and what a woman says no to. Sounds picky the way she says it, but isn't that also how you keep the body count low? You keep the body count low by being selective and locking in, right? So the body count stays low because generally you don't get started too young. And then when you do start, you're doing it because you're in love and think you're going to be with this person. Unfortunately, if that doesn't work out, you don't run to the streets to go have a phase, right? You actually stay intentional, maybe exercise a little bit of celibacy until you run into somebody else to be serious about. I think if most women move like that with the, you know, in regards to managing the box, their body counts won't be too crazy before they get to a husband. Well, you got to be looking for one first, right? We've the propaganda that's been put in place over the last like 50, 60 years has told our women that if they don't have just a little window of time in their life, whether it's 6 months, whether it's 5 years, whether it's 1 month, whether it's a long vacation, whatever it is, if they don't just have a window of time where they just be a little bit of a hoe, they somehow missed something. That's what's been preached to our women. And unfortunately, a lot of them bought
classic.
You know, social engineering is a very real thing. It's very powerful and it works very well. The puppeteers of the world are master psychologists. Believe that.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Everything I'm saying is alleged. All for content creation purposes and entertainment, of course. Comments. Let's see. Y'all going crazy. I appreciate y'all in the chat. The chat going crazy. I ain't gonna be able to finish the video. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Lulu said, it's okay to be by myself, whether you're a high value woman or not. why just be by a man because he's there? Nah, I think if you're a high value woman and you a dope woman and you willing to be submissive, you know what I'm saying, you eat fruits and vegetables and you exercise, I think you're gonna end up with a man. I mean, why would a woman that great be alone, right? Like, I think, and I'm not saying this about you, Lulu. I'm just speaking to what your comment, the context of your comment. This is not directed to you. But what I'm saying is, like, women that claim to be like single and perfect, we not buying that. We not buying that. You know what I'm saying? The women that's so perfect and single, we don't be buying that, right? Like, if a woman done work to a place where she done made herself super dope, somebody gonna snatch that up.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna go get that off the market for sure. For sure. So in some way, and this is my philosophy in general for men and women, if you single and you don't want to be, some way, somehow, no matter what, it's your own fault. That applies to men and women. That's genderless. If you single and you don't want to be, no matter what, it's going to boil back down to you. Whether you overly selective, whether you know, whatever it is, it's going to end up being your own fault. That's always been my philosophy. I haven't heard somebody give me an explanation as to a situation where it's not true. It always comes back to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's for everybody. So, yeah, I mean, but I don't think people be single by choice either. They just don't know how they're getting in their own way. Uncle Plug TV said her value is in how she's appreciated for her servitude and dedication to her man and children. They will tell the world of her worth. Absolutely. And and there will be a product of it too, right? There'll be a product of her worth. You know, she's going to breed a good product out in the world. DNA said not doubting a partner would be valuable. It's just not a connect thing. That's how I feel. Like your stuff and opinion. Oh yeah, I like your opinions too. I think that DNA, tell me this. Have you traveled? Like, where you, like, you don't have to tell me where you from or where you located or nothing, but have you traveled? Like, you know, are you from America? You live in a different country? Have you been to like any third world countries or places where like there's a different level of poverty? Or have you been places where the laws are real rigid and the religion is real strict? Because I'm just saying, like, you go to different worlds and you go to different parts of the world and you see different things, right? And like, you come to the realization, like, okay, some of this women's rights stuff that we be barking over here in America, like, you know, where things are a little more primitive and natural, right? Not controlled, in less controlled environments. All this women don't need a man thing, it's not even a thought. It's not even that shit not even real. Women stay up under their daddy until they go straight to husband. They don't even spend no time playing in the street. It's not safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because, like I said, because we're in a first world country, it just afforded us the opportunity to say certain things. And it's true because of where we located, for sure. But in nature, like say outside start looking like the book of Eli tomorrow, every woman gonna need to be close to a man. Am I lying? Uncle Plug TV said when a man knows he has a good woman, he can't keep it to himself. The children the same. Lulu said, try God. He won't F you over like a man. Interesting. But God can't give you that physical touch you need either. You know what I'm saying? God ain't laying no pipe. You know what I'm saying? Lulu said, when you think you need a man, you're needy. Lulu. No, Lulu. Ay, Dios mío, Lulu. No. DNA said codependent thing. I think he said codependent is a great thing. There's nothing wrong with being interdependent. We need each other in this world. There's nothing wrong with that. This whole everybody got to have it together for themselves thing is never. When did that become a thing? Is that a thing? Like, why do we feel like why do we feel like it's not okay to need like another person? Why do we feel like that's why do we feel like that? You know? Like me personally being the man I am, you know, I need two. Chat. You know what I'm saying? Classic. Y'all talking about y'all don't need nobody. I need two.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You feel me? Like what we like? Y'all talking about y'all don't need one. I need two. Like we hustling backwards. More bread in the crib, more hands in the crib, more hands on deck, more minds to move, more handling the bit. Like we not okay. Never mind. Okay, I'm weird. Lisa says, shit, I'll be needy. Men need women too. We need each other. Come on, Lisa got all her brain cells today. Lulu says sometimes being single brings peace. For a season. I'm with you. Let's have a nuanced conversation. Do I think women should experience windows of time where they single, celibate, and learning themselves? Oh, for sure. For sure. I think that's adults in general. You know what I'm saying? Like step away from the distractions, step away from all the extracurricular interactions and really find your, you know what I'm saying? Find a sense of center. Find your chi. I'm with you on that. I'm with you when you write, for sure. Conversation with Soft Rain. I need a man, period. Come on now, Rain. DNA said, no, I purposely try to avoid such strict religion community. And okay, I do hear you now. For real. Thanks. Oh, for sure. Thank you for your perspective too. For sure. Conversation with Soft Rain. Y'all hit the like button, click the X on the chat, tap the thumbs up, and then come back to the chat. Oh man, she gave y'all specific instructions. I appreciate you, Rain. Love all day long. Miles said, one is plenty, try pimping. Not good for the mental. I ain't talking about pimping, Miles. I feel you though, gang. I feel you. Miles said, I tried pimping, Jack. I had to put the limp up. Classic. Hey, Miles, what up? 333, man. Yeah, man. Let's see if we can get to a little bit more of this. Look, that's how you know they're having a good conversation. Chat going crazy. Let's go.
Knowing what she wants, having standards, right? Having self-respect, not just agreeing to things just to make it to certain points with certain men to get into certain spaces, but like actually having integrity. Like those are definitely things that I would agree with. Absolutely makes a woman considered high value, whether she's in a relationship or even single. I think some of the things that you were listing definitely is things that I think are would normally be projections of what women are expecting from men, that men are not looking for from women. So as an example with you, you making what's the currency in Dubai?
Dirhams.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say cash over here.
Dirhams,
Make it easy, right? So if last year you were making $80,000 and the next year you're only making 40, your value as a woman doesn't change in men's eyes.
Correct.
It doesn't change. So her having her paying for certain things, her being able to afford her own apartment or having this or having that doesn't make you more attractive or less. To us, it's more about whether I can afford certain things or not, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm less attracted to you, or I love you more or love you less based off of anything necessarily in terms of what you're bringing to the table financially. Now, with that said, I think a lot of men are paying much more attention to your mindset in terms of money, in terms of what you want to spend, more so than what you're bringing in. Because if you're bringing in a whole bunch of money, but you're spending a whole bunch of money, what does that have to do with me? I can't tell you the amount of ladies that'll make that whole, his money is our money, my money is my money, meaning her money is her money. That, again, that's just not a factor, I think, for a lot of men. So I understand that. And the second one, in terms of like a high value woman, it's always hard to me to kind of know how ladies are scaling it, because I think a lot of times it almost comes off like they're basing it on their own personal values. And when I'm looking at it and realizing, like, one way to kind of be more objective about it is to view it through the lens of a store that has certain products on the shelf. If you have a store, you're a store owner, and you have products on the shelf, and you barely got any customers, stuff is sitting on the shelf for months, years, and there's a store across the street, and they're having packed, it's packed. People are buying stuff. Stuff is not sitting on the shelf more than a day. The store owner, that's the first store owner, where nothing's really coming off the shelf, no one's buying it. That's like the dating market, where I think a lot of women are saying to themselves that they're high value and that they're this and they're that. I think we're conflating intrinsic value as a human being with dating market value in terms of the results that would reflect that. In the dating market, being high value only can manifest for both sexes in a couple different ways to me. If you are considered a high value man, if no women were pursuing you, if you couldn't get access to women and you couldn't get the outcomes that you wanted from women, I wouldn't consider you a high value man, personally. Now, you should have at least the options, and you can make poor decisions with those options. That's a person what I would consider high value in terms of what the market dictates. If the women see value in you, they'll go on dates with you. They'll respond to you. They'll laugh at your corny jokes. That's in a dating market dealing with women, that makes
Jesus Christ. I love Ask a Brother podcast, but Jesus Christ, do you see how many extra words you got to use to make this shit soft? Hey, he just said all of that and he's still not done. Let me summarize this, baby. What you just described as value, we don't want that shit.
Classic.
we could be done. Are we done? Are we done? What you just described as value, we don't want that shit. Are we done?
Classic.
I mean, listen, as articulate as he is, the analogies, excellent, exquisite. He could write a dissertation. Jeff St. James, I'm a big fan of bro. He hopped in the comments first time I ever reacted to his video, said, man, thank you for reacting to my stuff. He blowing up right now, bro, and 30-something thousand subs now. Keep going crazy, bro. Whatever, his formula, it works. But do you see how many extra freaking words you got to use to put the sugar and spice on this shit? To not, man, the shit you just described, ma'am, as accomplished as you are, as much money as you make, as all the schooling you got and all that shit, we don't care about none of that shit.
Classic.
We don't care. We don't care. Can you cook a meal proper? You haven't said nothing about no food. You ain't said nothing about no intimacy. You ain't said nothing about none of that. All you talking about is business. You's a dude.
Classic.
Come on, sister. The sister's a brother. The sister's a brother. This sister is a brother. Respectfully. Listen, if you just talking in straight lines has become so offensive that we just had to listen to Mr. Jeff St. James say 15 paragraphs worth of shit to explain to her gently that the shit she talking about is not what we desire.
Classic.
We don't want that shit. Is you gonna listen when I tell you what to do? Or you want to collaborate? When we get to the fork in the road and I say, baby, we going right. Is it, come on, kids, follow your daddy? Or is it, well, why do you think right? Because if it's, well, why do you think right? We don't want that
Classic.
shit. Is this, am I missing something, chat? The soft skills shit. Listen, I went to school for this shit. I went to school for communications, psychology, and all that shit. I ain't trying to qualify myself. I'm just saying, like, we had to study this shit. Soft skills. How to take a harsh message and deliver it with finesse. And then, man, fuck all
Classic.
that. You know what I'm saying? This shit a lot more crispy and clear when I just say what I mean.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out.
Was anybody, come on, y'all had to be feeling like I was feeling. Come on, chat. Uncle Plug said, Skull use a habitual club shooter, bruh. He died laughing. He said, when it's good and yours ain't, no need to pull out. Wait, what is y'all talking about? Passport Skull. Oh, he said one is enough for me. I already got a wife and 4 daughters. That's too many. Oh, that's why he said you a habitual club shooter. Yeah, that boy leaving it in there. No diddy. Hey, he died laughing. He said, bro is very loquacious. Yes, he is. Very loquacious. DNA said, but why would anyone want a puppy? What you mean, why would anyone want a puppy? What you mean? What you mean by that? There can be equal value. I mean, there can be if that's what you're looking for. Most men not looking for that. You know, niggas want to. Okay, I'm gonna give you this DNA since it's your first time in the chat. We need her to answer the fork in the road question. You come to a fork in the road. Is you, your hypothetical husband if you ain't got one for real, and your hypothetical kids if you ain't got them for real, right? You guys are fleeing from danger. Y'all come to a fork in the road. You think y'all should go left. Your husband think y'all should go right. Which way do y'all go? Answer that for me, DNA. And then you'll let me know if it's equal. You know what I'm saying? You'll let me know if it's really equal. And remember, y'all fleeing from danger. Kev Dog Sauce says, sounds like a MAGA response. What you mean? What's a MAGA response? How did the presidential election come into what I just said? Hey, y'all, you people that got like beef with Trump or keep up with Trump and all that, y'all weird as shit. I never seen so many people obsess over a man. Gee, it's wild as hell. I don't care what Trump doing. I don't even know what he doing. Y'all bet. Hey, if y'all was getting more money, y'all wouldn't even care who the president was. Not even gonna hold you. Not even gonna hold you. Not calling you broke either. Just saying. Get you some money and you'll stop giving a fuck about who in the office. Just get some money. Not even calling you broke. Just get more money and you won't even be tweaking about Trump. Uncle Plug TV said, and sir, you're right. Thank you, sir. Miles Bastard said he was getting around to it and eventually, yeah, one day. Said words are valuable. Oh, for sure. Very accurate. Uncle Plug said, shit. No, he wasn't, Miles. Mike Fuller said Angel Reese called, said she wanted her mustache back. Hey, leave Angel Reese alone, man. Leave Angel Reese alone. Angel Reese out in Chicago getting rebounds. Heck you talking about? Leave Angel Reese alone. She ain't do nothing. Why you sending Angel Reese strays? United front, period. I feel you. Uncle Plug TV said you silly. Kev said I love my puppy. Yeah, that's what's up. That mustache is weaker than that chain. Oh, for real? I see you got muscles in your profile picture, but do you have hands? Yeah. I'm a content creator boxer now. Somebody call Aiden Ross. We can set it up. Mike Fuller. What you talking about? Goofball. Kick that MAGA off. Yeah. What is he talking about? 100. I agree about the Trump thing. People are obsessed. Yeah, like get a life. You know what I'm saying? Like they tweaking. Like it's a lot. Like motherfuckers wake up every day, check their phone to see what Trump up to. Like what the fuck is y'all doing? Devil Face 97. I mean, it's fairly normal for people to be outspoken on politics. I think y'all care too much. I think too many people worry about politics. Hey, financial literacy books. The system works for everybody. You just gotta learn. Classic. And then once you do that, you stop worrying about who in office. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even know Jay. Silence. People don't even know Trump created Xbox and lots of people play Xbox. Like, who cares? Like, that's what I'm saying. Who cares? What do y'all concern yourselves with? It's wild. Do you have hands, Goofy? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He said muscles for nothing. Lisa said goof fast. Look, the chat on Mike Fuller ass. Hey, you pulled up to the wrong chat with that bullshit, Mikey. Classic. Michael Fuller. He said your mustache skip leg day. Oh, my mama, you skip leg day. Your profile picture all upper body. Your profile picture all upper Classic. Body. And I got a 23523. I got a 23523 for you. Yeah, I got a 23523 for you. And if you don't know what that combination is, just as quick as I said it, you're not ready. Classic. Yeah, you're not ready. Go to the gym now. Yeah, thank you for the view, Goofy. Yeah, Lulu said they on the wrong platform. On God, we standing on shit over here, Mikey. I'm only gonna do this once. You got the right chat, Jack. Devilface said the state is the only institution on the planet which claims a monopoly on violence. People not caring is exactly why they claim a monopoly on violence. Trump directly impacts people. Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. People's lack of willingness to unite with each other and be violent against the real oppressor is the reason why the government has any power whatsoever at all. There was actually a president that gave us that advice and told us that if we are not happy with the government, that we should uprise against the government. We were told that by a previous president, and if you are as political as you seem, then you know which president it is. Let's test your knowledge. Lulu said he not ready. No, he's not ready, Lulu. But I am. Hit the like button with your goofy ass. Kev Dog said, Mike, you asking for butthole traffic, loving his mustache. Exactly, goofball. Mike said, if your mustache was a cup, it would be half empty. Mike, I'm finna have to cook your ass in a minute, boy. You know, I'm from it now. I'll give your ass 30 minutes straight. Boy, if you don't get your but I ain't got time. I'm feeding the chat right now. Who is the real oppressor? Who is the real oppressor to you? I don't even know your ethnicity. You ain't got no profile picture. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but I got to be able to take you serious. Lulu said the classic has turned political. Right. Toss some new 16s, classic. Hey, Lulu, just because I don't talk about politics, they'll think a nigga ignorant, won't they? Ha ha. No, definitely not. Far from it. Yeah. I'm in tune. I just know what not to give energy to. Tossing them 16s, class. You know I got them in the trunk. Hunter said it's important to remember that America is a white country. Yeah, it's important to remember that when they wrote the Constitution, we wasn't even whole humans, right? Go back to Africa. Oh, my mama, I ain't even from Africa. My people indigenous to these lands. And if I was around when y'all pulled up on that boat, we'd have sent y'all goofy asses back where y'all came from. All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Fuck is you talking about? You don't deserve the benefits of slavery anymore. You don't deserve this dick, but you know your mama could get it. Devil face. There is no president that didn't. Lula said. There's no president that didn't enforce the will of the state via violence. Even George Washington himself put down the Whiskey Rebellion with violence. Please enlighten on the president you speak of. Oh, okay, so you don't know. That's all right. Look into it. Get back to me tomorrow on the chat. We'll be live again. Lulu said you got him. Yeah. Lisa said the fuck. Yeah. Most black men say oppressors are white supremacy. When that's not true. I don't believe in white supremacy. I don't know no white people that could beat me up. So how you superior? Kev, y'all gotta forget. Okay, let's have a real conversation. Silence. You can't oppress. Okay, I live by the laws of nature. You talking about the laws of the government. The laws of nature supersede all governments that will ever exist, that have come and that will come. Nature wins 100% of the time. Nature is God. Those are the laws I live under. You understand? So anything, these are laws. Anything you can't protect doesn't belong to you. That's a law, right? You have the conception that, oh, I can vote for somebody that'll write some shit on a sheet of paper and tell everybody that this is the new legality and we're all going to live by it. Guess who don't live by it? The bad guys. So if you live by the law, you are at a disadvantage for the people who are living by nature. Let's have a real conversation. Now y'all done brought Conscious Classic out. You understand? If you live by the law, then you are at a disadvantage to the people who live by nature. If you're a concealed, let's have a conversation. If you're a concealed carry owner and they tell you that you can't take your weapon with you legally to post office, elementary schools, there's a list of places, public places, that you can't legally take your firearm even though you're a licensed carrier, correct? The bad guys shoot up those places, don't they? So if I live by the law, I am at a disadvantage to the people who are living by nature because they on some I got to do what I got to do shit. And I'm on some I can't do that because the man said so shit. So I don't have any superiors. I don't have any superiors. I'm not superior to anyone. I don't believe there's a foot on my neck. I'm not a victim. I believe in staying dangerous. All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. You see what I'm saying? So you want to have conversations about oppression and white people and black people and all that shit. I think the oppressed are the weak. All colors, green, orange, blue, black, purple, yellow. The oppressed are the weak. We good? We good. Kev said, Hunter, what about American Indian? You should get a tear tattooed on your lip to represent how sad that mustache is. You should set up the sparring. I already told you what it is with me, big dog. I'm not hard to find. You should set up the sparring, muscle man. Hunter said the natives aren't Americans. Okay. Where? Hey, Christopher Columbus age? Shut your ass up. Everyone is from Africa. Nigga, this is Africa. Okay. Anyway, in an alternate universe, gold is only 500 an ounce. And okay, you in the alternate universe. Okay, the space cadets have showed up, chat. Passport Skull said white people used to walk on all fours. It didn't know how to read, write, or talk till we taught them. Hey, Skull, leave the whites alone, man. Now y'all finna get the whites to strays, man. Classic. Y'all got me in here protecting the whites, man. Leave the whites alone, man. They ain't do nothing but what we let them do. Now, how about that conversation? They ain't do shit but what we let them get away with. What is you talking about? That mustache oppressing your lip. Oh, my mama. Your mama oppressing his dick. Hunter said you need to learn history. You need to learn history. You need to travel. DNA said anything racist is fucking bonkers to me. God is love. I know that's right. I never said anything like that. You said that I said that. I said that you said what? Hopefully you get yours. Get my what? Are you a citizen? Are you a citizen? Government definitely has more power than any god anywhere. Maybe it's comparable Maybe it's comparable how both encourage people to support actions they would never try to enforce themselves. I don't get what you mean by that. That's cryptic. Say what you mean and mean what you're saying. And the government doesn't have more power than the government doesn't have any power at all. The government are master psychologists, and the people with the money got the power. What is the government? What is the government when it can be bought? What is a judge when I can slide him a little to give me the verdict I want? What is a juror when I can compromise them with threats or what? This is all alleged for content creation purposes. But if the system could be tampered with, it's not even a real thing. So everybody with power is the people with the bread. So what is we really talking about? You're not having a real conversation. You niggas still run around here voting, voice your choice and all that shit. Man, stay dangerous. Stay dangerous and get some money. And get some money. And this shit'll matter less to you. Tampon Tim by Satan and his worshipers are our oppressors. Okay, type shit. Stay ready and you ain't got to get ready. Facts. You shouldn't be allowed to be here. Do something about it on the set. Passport Sco said they came from the Caucasus Mountains. Leave the whites alone, Sco. Mike Fuller said you need some filters on that mustache. You need to grow a mustache. I am an empath mixed with some Bruce Lee. I just wanted to know your viewpoint because most black men blame white people. Nah, I blame black people. I blame everybody who renders themselves defenseless. So if you white, black, green, purple, orange, avatar, whatever it is, you can't protect it, it ain't yours. The natives aren't American. America wasn't here. Oh, where was that? Mike, the mustache is fighting for his life. I understand. Let's see. You know what? I know exactly what your mom could do to help my mustache grow. Let me see. Who is this? Brad, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Is this a Black Excellence channel? Well, I am black and I am excellent. Appreciate you for showing up. Black Excellence. Appreciate you. Nice channel subbed, bro. I appreciate you, Kev. Stay tapped in with me. We here damn near every day of the week. Some point, sometime. Keyboard bullies. Their life sucks in reality. Oh, you know how I go. We used to this. We've been in the limelight for a while. Ask a brother. You done started some shit. Ask a brother, man. We finna tap out with Jeff St. James and we finna move, man. All right, so we're going to get to the code language right quick, and then I got to bounce, chat. All right, so the code language for today is desire. I don't know why it's showing up on the ticker. Hold on. Code language for today is desire. Like we always do with the code language, we will go through the overview or the definition of the word and then tap into what it means to us. So desire is a strong feeling of wanting something, a powerful mental state that motivates action towards achieving pleasure, satisfaction, or a desired state encompassing physical needs, intellectual curiosity, and emotional longing for things, experiences, or people, serving as a core human drive for growth, connection, and fulfillment. Through it can also lead to craving or dissatisfaction if unmet. All right, so there's a lot here, okay? A desire at its core, a strong feeling of wanting something. Right? Then when we go to dig into it, it's a powerful mental state that motivates action. You understand? So everybody, y'all got to understand this. When I think about desire, the first thing that comes to mind for me is that we all have different desires, right? Our wants, our needs, our proclivities, all of these things are different from person to person, right? So when it comes to my mind, I think about when I see people and how they move and what they own. And then you get to talk to these people and they express what they want out of life, you realize very quickly whether or not they actually desire this shit or if they just dreaming. I think the difference between a dream and a desire is your actions. By definition, right, a desire is a strong feeling of wanting something, a powerful mental state that motivates action towards achieving pleasure, satisfaction, or a desired state encompassing physical needs, intellectual curiosity, and emotional longing for something, experiences, people, right? You may desire information, but you don't have a library card. You may, you know what I'm saying, desire, you get what I'm saying? So if you have real desires, desires drive action. So it's important, like we do the code languages to make sure that we using the right words for what we mean out here, because through our code languages and looking at some of these things, we have cracked some codes where we realize, damn, the whole population of us been using this shit wrong. You know what I mean? In this situation, not so much, but I do think that people use desire and dream interchangeably, and they shouldn't be, right? If you dreaming, you not own that, right? If it's a dream, you typically not really in pursuit of it. You're not attracting that to you. If you really desire something, that's going to show in your movement. That's going to show. We just going to see it. You ain't got to say no. We just going to see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, depending on what it is, obviously, it may not be something that you publicly broadcasting, but in your movements, your desires will show themselves. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind. And that's what I remind people all the time, too, is because, you know, you have people that talk about certain stuff that don't matter to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they just tried to make the conversation today political. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about politics. That doesn't mean I don't keep up with them. I don't know nothing about them. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means I don't care. Because at the root of all of this shit, all humanity got to do is figure out its real power, and none of what y'all voting for will matter at all. The veto power ain't in the hands of no government official. It's in the hands of unity. So all this, I desire freedom. We desire lower taxes. Oh, we desire liberal. We desire this. Okay, if that's what we desire as a whole, then why are we so divided that we can't come together to go up there to these government buildings and really demand and command some shit? If we really desire different type of livable wages to combat the high level inflation, which has come down since the red hat man y'all was talking about earlier got in office, shit starting to come down a little bit. I don't know if y'all paying attention to that. Y'all just following what the fuck he doing on the golf course. But yeah, nevertheless, if we really desire these types of changes, unity and action would actually accomplish these things. But so I just know most people be capping. That's all. They be capping when they say they desire shit. They just be, would like to have, I dream about, I think about, it would be cool. This is not the language of people who is moving towards some shit, right? When you really desire something, your language is going to be about your action plan. You know what I'm saying? This what I'm doing because this what I'm on. This what I want. So this what I'm doing. This going to get me that. I already know. I just got to stick to it. That's desire. So yeah, man, that's what I think about when I think about desire, and that's the code language for the day. Let me go through the chats on desire, and then we gonna bail out. DNA, I appreciate you being here. Devil Face, appreciate you being here. To agree or disagree, we need the people that's gonna disagree for sure. Drive conversation. He said, yeah, if you want something badly enough, you'll make it happen. But so what if you dreaming too? Chasing a dream might not make it reality, but it can keep you from living a nightmare. That's true too. You make a great point. I think that's the thing too, is like enlightenment is the key to success in life anyway. Like everything boils back down to a natural and spiritual level. That's what I'm saying. Like we start talking about government, it's like y'all talking about some shit that's lightweight, irrelevant, and y'all just don't know it. But it's like, yeah, chasing your dream gonna run from you. You're supposed to attract what you want. You know what I'm saying? So as you running towards it, it's running towards you. You don't have to chase it, and I think that's one thing that people do. They chase dreams. And the way that you chase a dream is because you either overshare it and you got people that's speaking against what you want out this world, unbeknownst to you, or you don't have the right language built into your day-to-day. And so you low-key be pushing your dream or what you so-called desire away from you with your own speech. People using words like if, trying to, gonna see, thinking about, all that language, you not pulling nothing in. You're not pulling nothing in. You got to be definitive. This what I'm about to do. This what's coming next. This what the plan is. If something go left, all right, look, I was supposed to do this. I know I said I was going, but something came, life, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, but we back. Ooh, and we doing this and we doing that. That's the difference. You know what I mean? Chasing dreams is the quickest way not to catch them. You know what I'm saying? I think people got to learn how to attract and learn how to speak so they're not casting spells on themselves. See, that's the thing too, though. Being enlightened and me talking like this, like my chat, they be getting it. Like the people that's here on the day-to-day, they know what I'm on when I get to talking like this. But for the people that's new here today, like maybe y'all don't. But that's the key. You have to attract shit. You got to pull it in. And it starts with the way you speak. People don't understand they cast spells. That's why I don't be believing in birthdays and shit. I'm not finna be counting down the death and shit with y'all. That's crazy as hell. I feel healthy as shit. Don't put no number on me. I'm just here. I tell you when I got here, and I just been here since then. Don't count down the death for me. I appreciate you though. You know what I'm saying? So like people don't think it's power in words, but it really everything start with your mouth. No diddy. Silence said desire versus aligned purpose. I'd rather be in my aligned purpose. Just because it's a desire doesn't mean it's my aligned purpose. I will always choose aligned purpose. I don't know, Silence. Let me challenge your ideology a little bit. Let me challenge that for you. So if it's your aligned purpose, but it's not what you desire, then how does that work? Because ain't you supposed to have all your heart's desires in this world? Like, can't you manifest all your heart's desires? So how could you have who's giving you a purpose that's outside of alignment with what your desires are? Like, what would that be? Who appoints your purpose? I guess I'm asking. Is that a belief system? Is that a spirituality thing? Because I know for me personally, my desires and my purpose go together. Maybe that's convenient. So I'm trying to learn from you. Miles Batchelor said, the action is definitely the difference. For sure, for sure. Lulu said, because everyone has desires doesn't mean people will come together. Propaganda is strong. Social engineering is strong. You know, indoctrination is strong. I agree with you, Lulu. I agree with you. Being, like I said, being a person who studied a little bit of psychology and shit, I understand how strong this stuff is. Hypnosis. I would even say I would go past social engineering and propaganda, and at this point, literally say that a good chunk of the American population is hypnotized. I would go that far to call it hypnosis. Because listen, it's so bad that no matter what the topic is, it could be government related, it could be religion related, it can be whatever, right? You could present somebody with facts, data, research, and proof and evidence that something they've been thinking for a long time is inaccurate, wrong, or finessed. And with all of that laid out right in front of them for them to see, they'll still be like, fuck what you talking about. You hypnotized. You're hypnotized. You can't even hear reality. You can't even see it. The veil over your face, thick, matte black. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of people are. I think motherfuckers damn near cyborgs. Programmed. Half human, half programmed. Straight up. All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment, though. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's that bad. Let's see. Lisa said, people will put negative energy on your plans. That's why it's best to keep it to yourself and put your own positive energy on it. Facts. Write it on the vision board. You know what I'm saying? Say your little prayers, meditate, breathe over it, and go get it. Most importantly, go get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's the code language for the day. Desire. I appreciate the chat. Chat 333, the best ones doing it. For sure, for sure.
Classic.
All right, chat. No time for Q&A today. No time for Q&A today. Got to get me some food, and then I got to move around. Chat, I'm so glad I was able to tap in with y'all tonight. We got the Raw Society Coalition doing the No Middleman panel, so make sure you tap in with them 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Raw Society Coalition channel. Slide over there and subscribe and turn on your notifications, as well as it'll be broadcast on Souls of Thought. My homie Souls of Thought, Soul spelled like the bottom of your shoe. Tap in with him to catch the broadcast of the No Middleman panel as well. I'll be in the chat on the No Middleman panel all night long, and they will be broadcasting tonight around 8:30 p.m. Central. So make sure y'all slide over there and don't miss it. That panel is dope. They got great topics all the time. And like my channel, it's like sociology based, but they all got different perspectives for me. So you're gonna get a whole different vibe, whole different flavor, and it's gonna be some good content to get y'all through the night, man. But I appreciate everybody new here, and of course all my old faithfuls, all my day ones. You know what I'm saying? You know how we doing it. And if y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We have a live meetup. For everybody that's here, we have a live meetup in the Chicagoland area, west suburbs of Chicago, February the 13th. The promo is playing on my outro. Y'all make sure if y'all need tickets, y'all can go follow me at Instagram at The Classic Codes, or follow the Raw Society Coalition on Instagram. The link for tickets is in those bios, all right? You can get merch and everything there. as well. So check out the promo. Make sure y'all pull up to the event, fly in if you got to, you know what I'm saying, and come tap in with us. We're doing a live podcast panel, and I'll be performing as well, as you'll see on the outro. If y'all don't do nothing else, stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist, no stone left unturned, mass on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.